All right, today we're going to get into the solution to capital efficient, explosive growth using paid ads, how to get 50x to 100x return on investment in any market guaranteed. How we're going to do that is by installing a video sales letter similar to this into your business so we can really get you that return on investment. I'm going to go through the thesis today and how we're going to help you do that. We're going to break it down. So pay attention, stay to the end. I'm excited. So if you haven't already done so, book a time with either myself or my team using this link. So of course, we're going to get into case studies of our existing company, WeGetTheLeads.com. We have been able to do this protocol, a similar protocol to what we're discussing today, in just under 12 months, and we were able to do over 500,000+ with outbound prospecting alone using a similar strategy that we're going to be discussing today. So we've already been focusing on helping companies, growing companies, creating client acquisition systems. And we're going to get in, of course, this is the Stripe account, our Stripe account on, of course, what we've been able to do in under 12 months, right? So this is a similar example of what we're going to be able to create for you guys. And we want to get you to the millions and really do this a lot faster using ads, right? So we're going to be installing a similar ad strategy like this into companies so you can really grow and scale your business. We're going to go over how we do it and how we're going to help you. So most of our case studies right now are executive coaches, software companies, consultants, marketing agencies, B2B strategies, like tons of different styles. So we're going to get into Ed Bulkey, of course, is one of our first case studies. Before, he was only relying on warm market for client acquisition, inconsistent revenue. After we were able to grow his revenue in consistent pipeline to over $300,000 in about a 12-month time frame. This is an example. Of course, if you want to watch the video, just click the link here and watch the video. Jenna Mole, also Trusted Advisors Network. She's the CMO of that company. Before, they were spending a lot of money on untargeted ad spend. Cost acquisition was way too high. Results were very low, and they were paying double for acquiring new clients. After we helped cut their costs in half, they stopped paying ads. That with the strategy that wasn't working, we got them to over $120,000. You could also watch the video here, and then we did that in under 12 months. Of course, Raylan Davis, Elevated Coaches Academy, before relied solely on organic social media posting, no predictability behind client acquisition. In about 6 months, we got him to after $120,000. And of course, you could watch the video here using this link of his story. Diner Red House, digitalprodigy.com, before 5 to 10K per month. Warm market tactics, no predictable acquisition system. After we got her to about 520,000 in 12 months, she went hard, she went fast, right? And you can watch the video here. All right. So who is this for, right? The goal of the presentation here, guys, is to show you how to get a 50x to 100x return on investment by running ads to a dynamic video sales letter similar to this so you can start printing money. This is for you if you're currently a B2B coach, consultant, marketer, barely getting traction with your offer, and you need predictability behind your client acquisition to get to the millions, right? Or you're a high-ticket entrepreneur that needs hot buyers to talk to because you're hovering around 10 to 20K per month minimum, and you can't grow and you're going nuts trying to figure out how to break through with the least resistance possible. Or if you've been burned by other marketing companies that promise the world and barely deliver results, you haven't found a proper vehicle or someone you could trust, this is for you. If you're tired of strategies that get you nowhere and everyone is selling you the same strategy that gets you nowhere, this is for you. If you have a client acquisition strategy and it's like cracking the faucet on and it's just dripping and you need clients to actually flood and you need to open the floodgates and you need some people to pay you now, like a tidal wave approaching land, this is for you. If you're a professional marketer, coach, or consultant trying to dominate your market and you're looking for the current most efficient marketing and sales process in the world, this is for you guys. If you're looking for lean and mean and you're looking to make real money with a proven system, you're a real entrepreneur who understands real cash flow, who loves DCF values, this is for you. So what we're trying to achieve working with you guys, right? We want you to make it rain, right? You want to make it rain. So if you have the mindset and you have the will to win no matter what, your mindset is only growth and everything else isn't an option, this is for you. Maybe you may have got jolted by the great P, which is the pandemic, and you need to rejig some things to get you back into action. You don't want to be beholden to the platforms if they change their mind about the certain part of their algorithms, right? Outbound outreach, all those strategies they keep making more and more restrictions. You need deep, robust strategy for marketing, no matter the climate. This is for you guys. So if you do do things below your line and you are looking for the best information in the world to help you out, you're at the right place, right? So the best time to be alive right now and gain ground is right now because of the recession, the war, inflation, and stressing most everyone and forcing adaptation. Businesses have too much borrowed money, 100x revenue multiples, and with no regards to margins. Smart people working on businesses that shouldn't exist in the first place have created a lot of uselessness, and a healthy recession is required to bring people back down from Pluto and restore some soundness in the economy, right? So money has been printed and inflation is the force that is applied to the economy to straighten things out, right? And so that's why they do inflation. And of course, these are some of the strategies that companies that are innovating as a result of the force. Businesses are required to recruit or invent new technology to either achieve profits for offers at pre-pandemic prices or adapt their price to a 3x that of the pre-pandemic if they keep the same cost structure. So you need to pay for the eggs that you've ballooned in price, even the media says otherwise, right? So the most savvy are using a strategy as an opportunity to both increase price and increase margin faster than their competitors to completely dominate their market and in the future. At the strategy level, companies are focusing on their core competency in the most profitable vector at the top of the respective market, scraping everything else. At the product level, design and engineering is being facilitated with AI, reducing the resources required to achieve product resonance, so margins are improving. At the marketing and sales level, technologies like direct response copywriting, long form sales letters, videos, and paid traffic platforms are being and will continue to be used to drastically increase the efficiency of distribution for any offer, right? So ad traffic, video sales letter, lots of money. As a result, the superstar salespeople are going to be transitioning to superstar marketers, levered up with dynamic video sales letters, just like this one. Marketing teams will collapse down to only a few people. Sales teams will collapse down to only a few people empowered by the sales letter, and everyone on the team will be rewarded handsomely due to the efficiency gains if they adapt quickly. In the limit, salespeople not even be needed in the future to sell this because the dynamic sales letter and videos will be doing most of the work. The most adaptive will experience a short period of downturn during the time which will transition to new models and use new tech, then experience a period of explosive and profitable growth. During this short downturn, traffic prices are extremely cheap right now. This presents an opportunity, which is now the most adaptive. So for the most adapted. He or she who moves the quickest gets the biscuit, so no one else is advertising, right? So advertising, the arena in which all businesses is played is in the metaverse, which is the online platforms. Meta, Google, Twitter, Amazon, TikTok, plus a few others are introducing regulation to increase their own profits and durability in the advertising business. Outbound prospecting, which is prospecting outbound, are getting regulated and difficult to use, right? Examples of this is LinkedIn, in Meta, limiting the number of connection requests one can make per day and charging for a message. So that's the futures. Great. You want to do messages to outbound prospecting to people you know. They're going to be creating more and more regulations. Organic traffic methods that utilize short form content are getting more difficult to exploit since most everyone is pumping out free content because they're too scared to run ads. And since they are still a limited number of eyeballs on the platforms, the competition is increasing, making it difficult to get reach unless you do extreme stunts, just like this one, to become a commentator on recent events, right? So in-person conferences are also great. However, when compared to leveraging precise advertising and long-form direct response copywriting techniques, they are they're terrible. Why do one-on-one when you could actually quite easily do one-to-many and reach many people? Also, there are travel constraints and new laws preventing people from moving that could be actually implemented at all times, right? It's too risky to depend on only in-person events. So if one must advertise, how do we do it and get insane results? The platforms are algorithms have become so advanced that anyone can click a button, press play, and get in front of their ideal audience. So simply understanding how to use the ad platform is no longer an advantage. Now that most everyone is onboarded to the platforms and the algorithms are more mature, and most everyone must be advertising. The plane in which competition is done is at the content and quality copywriting level, and few people are good at copywriting, selling through written word and through video. This means that they can't get return on their ads. There's nothing more powerful than ads when growing a business. So, how do you win? Here's the truth. You can achieve capital efficient, explosive growth, find product market fit, and make a hilarious 50 to 100x return on investment in advertising in any environment for any offer if you leverage paid ads and viral sales letter, dynamic sales letters such as this, right? So what does a viral dynamic sales ad look like? These are companies and people who've already created them and done them, right? Everyone knows, a lot of people know Ty. Of course, a lot of these other people that have created these letters, you could do it in video form like ours. Of course, you don't need an actual letter, but of course it's written out in video. And then of course, Nick, with these companies, they've all done it up until now, right? So up until now, the method of assembling the viral dynamic sales letter and do direct response copywriting using paid ad platforms has yet to be defined in general. So we solve this, and this is the only place on the planet that has access to this technology. So guys, for context, my name is Philip Smoke, no college for me. Just self-educated by millionaires to make millions. I keep it simple. I have been in sales and marketing since 2012. I took my company, WeGetTheLeads.com, to over $1 million without paid ads in less than 2 years. I helped over 100 high-ticket service businesses and SaaS businesses create predictable revenue models and make over 7 figures. I was also featured in Success from Home magazine in 2013 as a top producer in sales, which led me to meet, of course, this gentleman right here. Before he was president, Mr. Donald Trump, and take it easy, right? This was before he was president. You know, I was featured in Success from Home magazine as a top producer, right? In this company. So the dynamic sales letter banger ad that prints cash. This is what you want to really learn about. We're jumping into it now. A single sales letter or ad that targets a specific market segment for a specific offer, that has viral effects, that gets shared, that drops the cost per thousand impression at the traffic level and increases paid ad efficiency. That lasts for years and reduces the need to continually update creative, that decreases the sales cycle length and cost to sell, since the prospect gets sold through the video or written document, right? So this will drop the resources required to train and ramp up salespeople, since the pitch is in video form and the salespeople just regurgitate the copy. It decreases the overhead and required to run sales and marketing. Since all marketing and salespeople are consolidated into a single asset, which is just like this, it's one single person distributed through one single platform, routed to one single web page, and tracked using one single tool. This is all results in extreme capital efficiency and explosive growth. It's sales done with a single video instead of an entire orchestra of people. It's way more efficient than anything else that I've ever seen, right? And here's the model that illustrates the viral dynamic sales letter on a business with a 50K price point, right? So if you're looking at this, let me just make it a little bit bigger so you can see the outputs, product, right? And these are just example and inputs differences, right? So here you go. So the demand created from the dynamic sales letter also forces the product to adapt, which causes the product market fit and causes increased pricing, which significantly increases the return on capital and calories of entrepreneurs, allows new ideas to rapidly get into the market. The best entrepreneurs in the world, the ones who find the best products, are the direct response copywriters and the ones who can assemble viral sales letters such as this into businesses, right? So the channel, your message, the technology, and then the operational capacity and resources, which is product market fit if you find all four, all right? Really, nothing else matters if the dynamic sales letter is done right. A single ad that could actually make or break the business. It renders the cost of traffic irrelevant and drops the cost of lead down to almost zero, and it significantly increases the return on ad of paid ad campaigns, right? So it postures the solution perfectly and shortens the sales cycle significantly. It can turn the salespeople into extremely efficient order takers and increase the sales conversion rate to 60% or higher for qualified prospects. There's nothing more high leverage than a viral dynamic sales letter ad. They are difficult to create, but when they work, they really work and they blow up your business. Hence the 50x to 100x return on investment, guys. you guys and gals, right? You can strap these things to any business and create massive value and growth. And this is for B2B, B2C, B2P. It doesn't matter. All right. So in order to create these viral ads, we need an efficient creation process. So we're going to get into the viral dynamic sales letter creation process quickly. The process of creating a dynamic viral sales letter, or banger ads for short, is iterative, which means it involves iteration since the market sentiment and technology available for solutions and claims changes with time. As a result, the process ensures that the ad is always in the most profitable state. The process is hyper efficient, which is especially useful during stressful times, right? A single person is assembling the dynamic sales letter and using the limited budget and lean testing techniques to validate the cost of lead, the sale, and write the letter. It can be used to be in a bootstrapped environment, or for a client who's strapped for cash. The process is fast. You rapidly find resonance, and you can create results in under a week, right? So the process yanks you to the top of the market, where there is more profit, right? And so we always want to start at the top of the market. That's part of the process. So the process accounts for the interdependence between the marketing and the product results, and the iterative nature of getting to a viral piece. In order for the piece to go viral, it needs to provide value, which is dependent on the uniqueness and utility of the points within it and the way in which is communicated. So we focus on making extremely useful for the readers. So it makes sense, right? So the overview here is we first start by determining the most profitable segment using a profit per customer per unit time formula. If we don't focus on the top of the market, we won't get the maximum the maximum amount of yield. So once we determine the target and the direction, we create a headline that cuts through the noise of the market. We use an efficient testing method to find the headline. And once we have the headline working, we test the offer on sales calls and talking to prospects to determine the precise situation they're in. We use the information to craft the first draft of your viral sales letter. Once we have the first draft of the sales letter, we test it and validate it to make sure it converts at a rate greater than 5% on cold traffic, and the price of the offer gets us an amazing return. If that is true, we update the long form sales letter and push more traffic to the machine until the yield breaks, at which time we update the sales letter. As we increase traffic, we're bringing on salespeople who are mirroring and validating your sales process and duplicating the results. Large sales teams are a thing of the past. The process enables a small, hyper profitable team such as this, right? Sales team, just as this, right? The sales letter improves the pitch. It gets more defined. We update the video sales letter and contract the sales team down even further, where they're actually going to be selling through written word and chat in the future once the sales letter is so tight. The sales letter and videos do all the work. Eventually, the sales letter goes viral, and we rush it to fulfill the demand created from it, right? Which is what everybody wants. Writing these types of letters and going through the process can be extremely challenging, especially if you are not a full-time direct response copywriter. Current copywriting techniques and training are somewhat useful. However, they don't account for the process of writing the sales letter that intertwines getting feedback through the online ad platforms and doing sales calls to do rapid iterations. They also don't account for the feedback from the market that influences the offer and the overall margins of the business. So there's more great copywriting content out there, but none of this is useful right now since the ad platforms are relatively new. The truth is that to write a viral dynamic sales letter and do direct response copywriting at the highest level and get the highest return, one needs to be constantly iterating the price and the offer. Their North Star also needs to be the profit metric, of course, always. One also needs to be able to rapidly transpose their sales letter to video and test it to the platforms using paid advertising, which requires another set of skills that are accessible to everyone. Furthermore, to get something working, you not only need a process and steps that works with the most recent technology, but you need feedback from someone who has written viral sales letters before, since they can save you a lot of time. If you could follow the process, test it, and get feedback, you could get the right banger ads for yourself or for others quickly and efficiently. So next steps. These are the summary of next steps moving from this video, right? All you have to do is give us your case studies. We'll give you collateral to generate a marketing and sales collateral, and we'll push it to paid ads, which is creating this first dynamic sales ad for you, right? Sales letter. and the protocols to deliver the results to scale. You can do it alone, which is, of course, extremely challenging, or you can work with us and our team. If you work with me and the team, you could get the results much faster and much quicker than if you were to do it alone. You'll be able to get a guaranteed return on investment. You'll be able to create paid ads that print cash. You'll be able to create protocol that allows you to scale up while maintaining customer results. You'll also be able to sell more without being great at sales because we will give you the process from the letter, right? So we have limited spots. So if you want to work with us, work with myself and my team, book a call with us using this link here or the link below. Who is this for, guys? If you're an entrepreneur, software company owner, coach, consult, marketer, this is for you. Book a time. Let's make it happen. I'll talk to you guys soon.